What's going on, YouTube? We're back today with another sports talk episode. In this episode, we'll be talking about the Deflate gate of the Patriots and the status of the Washington teams, the Wizards, and the Caps. The Caps going in the All-Star break, and the Wizards heading out on the West Coast for the weekend, for the week, I do believe. But first, let's talk about the hot topic right now in the NFL, Deflategate, where the Patriots are accused of deflating their balls by 2 pounds in the first half. To me, it didn't make a difference because they noticed it in the first half and made the change, and they changed the balls back. Once they noticed they were deflated in the first half, they changed them back in the second half to what they should be. And in the second half is when the Patriots started to pull away and take real control of the game. So to me, it doesn't really matter. It didn't matter. Yeah, it was 14. What was it? 17-7 going into halftime. And after halftime, the third quarter, the Patriots scored 28 points in the second half, and Indianapolis scored none. So to me, this Deflategate, even no matter what, doesn't really matter. The only reason why it's a big deal is because the New England Patriots with Spygate that happened. When did that happen? A while ago. I think it was like in '08 or something like that. I'm not sure. Spygate. 2007 is when it happened. So that's why it's a big deal, because of Spygate. It's the Patriots, Bill Belichick, and just the whole Patriots thing. People want to make it a big deal. It's not really. It didn't make a difference in the game. Yes, they might have been doing it beforehand, but wouldn't we hear something about it if they did? So to me, I just think it's ESPN. They're making a big deal out of nothing, really. And people should just... I hope they... The thing is, if they get a worse punishment than they did when Spygate happened, Spygate is cheating really bad, deflating your balls. It might not just be them. No one's talking about the weather or it's cold, and that can deflate balls. I don't know if they've checked the Colts balls. Were they deflated? Do we have these other answers? No. We'll learn more about it after the Super Bowl, hopefully. And we'll get the punishment, if there is any, after the Super Bowl. Alright, so now let's switch and talk about the Washington Wizards, who on Monday they beat the Sixers handily. And then, what was it, Wednesday night? They lost to OKC in overtime by 2. Yeah, it was 105 to 103. They lost by 2 in OT. What I want to talk about the Wizards is they need another person, another point guard, someone other than Andre Miller, to come in the game and run it. Because Andre Miller just, to me, he doesn't play well. He doesn't play that position well. How old? He's got to be in his upper 30s. He's up there in age. He's not as fast. He doesn't run and gun like John Wall does. He doesn't run down the floor. He doesn't keep the tempo up. He slows the game down. His shooting's not great. I think they need get a trade going somewhere. Trade for another point guard, a backup point guard that can be good behind John Wall, so we have a second team and carry our momentum through the whole game instead of once the second team comes in, it falls apart. Because Andre Miller has more bad nights than he does good nights nowadays. So I think they need to make that change. They got good shooting guards. They got Bradley Beal and Rasul Butler. They got Martell Webster. They got Paul Pierce. Their front court's good with Nene, Gortat, Seraphin, and Hump Daddy, Chris Humphries. Those guys are good. We don't need anyone else there. We need another point guard. That's all we need. One point guard. I think this team can go really far in the playoffs, go to the Eastern Conference Finals, even maybe the Finals. They're a good team. John Wall, Bradley Beal, Paul Pierce, Gortat, and Nene will run most of the minutes, but when they need to take a breather, you need that second team to step up and be good, and it all starts with that point guard position. That's why they need to go out and get a decent point guard. All right. After my little rant about that, they do have Portland Saturday. They go to the West Coast. They got Portland, Denver, LA, and Phoenix this week until Saturday. They play Toronto. Yeah, they play Toronto the 31st at home. So they got 4 games on the West Coast starting tomorrow night. So hopefully they start out with the injured Portland team, win that. Denver, not the greatest team. They can win all 4 of these games next week. Well, this week, the next week coming up. They can win all 4 of those games, come back, play Toronto and Charlotte, and hopefully go on a nice run before the All-Star break happens, which is when is that? It's like the 14th or something like that, I think. I think it's the 14th. It's when the All-Star game is, or starts. Or it's 14th Saturday, I don't know. Hopefully they get on a good run before the All-Star break. And John Wall was elected to the starting All-Stars point guard position. And what the heck are they called? The bench players, I guess you'd say, are announced next Thursday. So a week from yesterday. So next Thursday, those are announced. And hopefully Bradley Beal and Gortat both make it. They should. They deserve it. So the Atlanta Hawk players, they deserve it. Best team in the East. I think second best record in the league. So hopefully those guys make it. But now let's change to the Caps, who are 24-13, I do believe. Something like that. 24-13-9. And All-Star break is starting, I think, tonight for them. I think All-Star break starts now, so they're done till the 27th. It's the next time they play, so Tuesday. And right now, they were on a hot streak. They've lost, how many have they lost now? They've lost 3 straight right now. They picked up they blew a 42 lead the other night against Edmonton. That was a disaster. And when was that game? Tuesday night? Was it Monday night? Tuesday night. Yeah, they lost 5-4 in a shootout. So hopefully they were on a hot streak. What was it, like a week ago? They had a point streak going, but now they lost to Nashville, Dallas, Edmonton. Dallas, they had Jason Peters in goal. That's a problem. Hope he finally got a night off, but Jason Peters is not a good backup goalie whatsoever. He is terrible. Holtby has now proven that he is the starter for this team from here on out. There's no second man behind him. He doesn't have to worry about that anymore. He's going to be the goalie here on out, unless he needs a night off. But to lose 3 straight now, all by 1 goal, they did pick up a point against Edmonton, but they should have won that game. They were up 4-2, and they just but now they got the All-Star break, and they stay in Columbus, where the All-Star festivities will be held for Tuesday's game against them. And they got rival Pittsburgh and Montreal coming up this next week. So hopefully they can get a streak going, get some wins. And stay in the hunt for the playoffs. Hopefully both of these Washington teams are in the playoffs for the first time in it's been a while. It's been a while since both teams have been in the playoffs at the same time. It's like, I don't even know. It's been too long. I can't even remember the last time both teams were in playoff contention this time of the year. It's been a while, so hopefully they both do. And that's going to do it for this episode of Sports Talk. What are we going to do next episode? Probably talk about the Pro Bowl, maybe. Both All-Star games, the Pro Bowl and the NHL, we'll probably talk about, maybe. We'll see. But till then, I'm out. Do work.